Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to Noontime Kapehan, brought to you by Decaf Coffee Republic, our coaching hub and home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. And we are now on our month two here in Noontime Kapehan, our daily coaching conversation, reliving the Kapehan Night by Master Coach A, where she talks about life, love, relationship, money, career, and anything under the sun, and including the sun. Kapehan Night used to come in live on floor and via FB every Tuesday night until the pandemic happened. So if you are someone who is always joining us on on Tuesday night at the Cup Coffee Republic live on floor, comment connecting, or you are a Kapehan student, so welcome aboard to our digital space. We are bringing Noontime Kapehan for a season only, while Brewing Live is taking a quarter break. So let me take also this moment to honor fellow coaches and entrepreneurs who previously served for 7 long months and filled the digital space with stuff that matters from September 2020 to March 2021. So watch out for the rerun of Brewing Live this coming July. And shout out also to all my fellow game changers who served last April. And for this month of May, as we continue to serve the community, Master Coach A launched the Be Learning e-card for the big heroes of our generation. Be Learning e-card unlocks opportunities to smarter living with monthly perks. First, of course, is you get a 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. But the great thing about this Be Learning e-card is that you also have the mental model masterclass by Master Coach A. And third is you get a 90-minute coaching session with a coaching entrepreneur from Life Coach Philippines. For this month's Mental Model Masterclass, which is scheduled on May 15 at 7 p.m., Master Coach A will teach the Goal Achievement Mental Model, which is you learning how to unleash your four superpowers from intense focus and discover how champion goal setter Elon Musk modeled the art and science of goal achievement that fundamentally changed the trajectory of the human race. Today, Musk company SpaceX is leading humanity to become multiplanetary. So, how great it is that you are able to understand your mental model when you are faced with goal setting. 'Di ba? At times we love to do goal setting but we are not really able to implement or do it. So what is the reason behind it? How does our brain work? So it's a great opportunity for us really to learn how we can overcome or how we can really get over the blocks that we experience when we are setting goals and it's preventing us from achieving it. So being able to understand how our brain works, understanding that mental model will help us achieve great. If Elon Musk was able to do it, then of course we can also be able to do it. So I'm inviting you. I already have my card. It's number 13. I really waited for that card, the number 13. So do join us. So you still have time to get the Be Learning e-card. The class will start on May 15th. So every month, all you have to do is pay 1.5 and that you get the mental model master classes from Master Coach A, which also can help you understand how your brain works, as well as if you are a coach or you are a service provider, or if you, even if you are selling something and you are offering this to say your customers, you will be able to understand how also their mental model works or their brain works when you are offering something and they're saying no. So madami tong models. This is just the first of the many mental models that Master Coach A will be teaching. So if you are excited like us to learn more about the mental models, do join us. All you have to do is to connect with Coach Rezzhel at 0917-586-1661 to get your Be Learning e-card. And of course, to register and get your Be Learning e-card, it will require for you to be a founding member and lock in your membership fee at 1.5 monthly for life. So even if, let's say, for the next month, the price of the B Learning e-card goes to 2,000, you will still get it at 1.5 if you register now for the first month and be a founding member. You will never experience membership fee increase when you avail the program as a founding member. So isn't it great that you are able to get the master classes from Master Coach for only 1.5? If you only knew Master Coach A really pays for it for that class, and it's a high price class, and she's bringing it down to us on an affordable level for us to be able really to understand how our mind works, what's the mental model that we are using in our everyday life, that at times it hinders us from really moving forward or taking the decisions that we have to make to get the better of life. And yes, of course, as I've mentioned earlier, if you're also a practicing life coach or you're a life coach or a service provider, you will also gain understanding of how your customers respond to you through the mental model. So just connect with us or with Coach Rezzhel to avail of the of the B Learning e-card. And moving on for today's episode, I will be sharing to you about being a woman. So I am a woman from invisible to invincible. So please do tell your friends, share this video link, and invite others to join our conversation. And if you are watching this on our replay, comment hashtag replay and do send us a message if you wish to connect with any points that resonates with you. I will also get back to you after the live. I might not be able to read all of your comments, but I'll get it back to you later. So let me just welcome the coaches who have joined us now. You can also connect with the coaches on the chat box. So have a conversation with them, enjoy the lunch this enjoy your lunchtime. So hello Coach, Master Coach Jasmine, Coach Norge, Coach Phoebe, and of course Coach Marife. Thank you so much for joining me this lunchtime. And for those of you watching this on a replay, comment hashtag replay and also send us a message if you wish to connect with any points that resonates with you. And for the YouTube link where you can find the replay of all the episodes of Noontime Kapehan, it's found in the caption of this video. Please do follow and subscribe to the channel. That's Coach AI Connect, so you'll be notified of all the future videos to stuff your digital space with valuable content. And if you're interested with any of the videos in Coach AI Connect and you want to repurpose it, you want to use it, just message any of the life coaches or life coach PH for that matter, or connect with Coach Rezzhel. So for those of you joining me for the first time this lunch, I am Coach Cindy Hoya. I am also a certified life and mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. I am also a community manager and master builder apprentice of Master Coach A, where we help you build your unstoppable dream. And of course, I also have a background in HR. I was previously an HR practitioner before I became a full-time life coach. I am a proud mom of two teenagers and a proud wife to also one of the life coaches here in Life Coach Peach, who is Coach Sean De Faya, of course. And I am also the creator and founder of a Women's Epiphany coaching community where I help married women find their voice, their value, and significance to see beyond the roles that they are not just moms, they are more than a wife, they are a woman of value. And my mission is to help 1 million women to embrace their identity and womanhood, to be a suitable helper of their husband, to create a safe mental and emotional space for a family that thrives. Of course, I'd like to welcome also here this on the digital space my better half. That's Coach Sean. Hello to my hubby. He's upstairs actually. And so for today, we're gonna be talking about from being invisible to invincible. Woman and power. Women have power and they can influence. And it's actually true. All of us have the ability to influence others. And so is a woman. As social activist and writer Margie Percy said, a strong woman is a woman determined to do something others are determined not be done. And most often, this is so true of us. As a woman, we let go of things. We do not want to do things because we think it's no longer needed for us because we now have a family, we now have kids. Remember, the power of a woman is innate in everyone, in every woman, and not necessarily something that needs to be learned as much as it needs to be claimed, owned, and acknowledged. Hello, Coach Maureen, my accountable partner. Thank you so much for joining me this lunchtime. So deep inside every woman, there is a power waiting to be unleashed into the world. So when you embark on the path of embracing your power, you will discover unlimited wisdom way beyond what you could have ever imagined. So, but how often do we lose this power? How often do we give our all to our families that we lose ourselves in the process? And it's really true. I remember when I was still single, I have a lot of things to do. I belong to a lot of organization. I love helping other people, and I have a wide range of people who I can reach out to and really also mentors everyone. But when I got married, I lost myself in the process. I lost that power, in the sense that well, it's not really wrong to give your love, your time, your the investment of money, time, effort in the family. It's expected of you because you are now married, you have kids. Automatic naman yun eh. Instinct na sa babae na when you have kids, they are foremost in your mind. And everything you do it for them. And so is giving something back to the husband. But more often, what happens is we lose that power in us. Yung dating tayo nawawala yon when we get into the relationship. We get busy with the hustle and bustle of life. We get busy with providing for taking care of the kids, making sure that your husband is happy with you. That at times it eats up everything, even your identity. It was actually my journey. I came into a point na I would at times feel burnt out. Pero ang lagi kong sinasabi nun, wala akong choice eh. I'm already married. I already have kids. Pero who says that you don't have a choice? And who says that if you take that power back, your power as a woman, masisira yung pamilya mo, masisira yung relationship mo with the husband? No, it's not. Yun kasi yung fear natin eh. The society teach us that as a woman, your main role is to, when you are married and have kids, your main role is to be with the family, to give everything to them, and you forget yourself. Because if you still think of yourself, you do the things that you want, that would be selfish of you to do it. How many of you can relate, especially the married ones? And even singles nga, nagagawa din nila na they give everything to their family. At kaya nga minsan, di ba, nasasabi mo sa sarili mo, pagod na ako eh. Parang nabigay ko na lahat, pero parang hindi tumitigil. So ganun din, especially when you are a family, you have a career, and you also are taking care of the family. So that's how at times a woman loses her power. And by power, meaning nawawalan ka ng value, nawawalan ka ng significance. Feeling mo, you will no longer be able to go through life pag nawala sila sa'yo. Oo, syempre masakit naman talaga na mawala sila. But, hey, it's not the end of the world. I was, it, I experienced that. When, of course, the kids it's a different story. Iba kasi talaga yung level ng being a mom with being a wife. Most often kasi what happens with us is we focus more on the kids that we loses ourselves in the process when it comes to our husband. Na parang nabibigay mo na lahat, na everything you do, you consider talagang siya, all the love, na parang kahit pagod ka na, minsan you question yourself, tama ba lahat ng ginagawa ko? Pero parang you question na kung tama or hindi. So, dumating ako sa point na may ganun akong moment na parang, teka lang, ano ba? Tapos, okay lang ba yung ginawa? So, feeling ko okay lang ako eh. But something happened in the relationship that made me realize, teka lang, I have been doing everything for him. I lost myself. And when that cheating happens, I realized, pwede lang pala akong itapon ng ganun-ganun lang. And that was my wake-up call. That was my tipping point. Sabi ko, hindi pwedeng ganito ako. Um, it doesn't mean that, yes, of course, I still fought for the relationship, the marriage, because we have kids. It's not because of me, but really more of the kids. And then I said to myself, I have to get back the power that I lost. I have to be the woman who I am supposed to be because I know I can do more. And I know even if I do the things that I want, he will still be there. So, kailangan ko siyang gawin eh. Kailangan ko i-overcome yung fear na pwede siyang mawala at hindi ko kaya yanin. Sino may sabi, dati naman siyang wala, di ba? Pero medyo weird lang ako mag-isip. Pero really, um, each of us have a purpose in life. Whether you got married or not, you have a purpose. And even if you get married, that purpose never stops. So you have to be able to still do the purpose that God has given you. Hello, Coach Cherry. Thank you so much for joining me. So for you to be able to get back the power, you have to move from being invisible to invincible. You need to create impact. So you have to initiate impact. If you could describe the impact you've made so far in your life, how would you describe it? How would the people around you describe the impact you make in your organization, with your friends, with your family? And what would you like other people say about the impact you make? Remember, your impact is not what you did, but the consequences of your action. Diba? It's not actually what you did, but the consequence of that action. Your impact is not what you said, but the outcome that came from you saying it. And your impact is not what you thought, but the action that sprung from your ideas. So to create that impact, you need to go from invisible to invincible. So I'll give you 7 principles of being invisible to invincible. First is pay special attention to your discontent. In my case, I was already having that void. I was already feeling that I need something more in life. So, whether that discontent is with yourself, your relationship, or your work, your dissatisfaction is the door to your untapped power. Kaya mo siya nafe-feel kasi there is something that you really have to resolve in yourself. Every goal you've had is an attempt to solve discontent. So, well, actually, if you take a look at it, yes, whenever you set a goal, it's because you are discontent with what you have, because you know there's something more that you can give, something more that you can do. That's why you are setting a goal. And yet, there's only been one reason for your goals ever. You were chasing a feeling that you thought that goal realized would provide. So when you observe that the achievement of your goal has really provided any lasting satisfaction, you become open to discovering where your fulfillment truly lies. So that feeling you've been chasing is your power. And your power can never be found in external achievement, and it can only be found within. Remember that. Your power can never be found in external achievement. It can only be found within. So when you are feeling discontent, that means you are looking for something more. You are looking to fill up that void. And that means you have to go back to the goal, to the purpose that you have been designed. Second, understand that if you feel invisible, it means that at some point you agreed to hide. And it's true. The problem with feeling invisible is that you likely think another person has to see you in order to feel visible. So feeling mo, the affirmation, the recognition would make you feel na you are invincible or you're visible to the person. This thinking in turn gives the other person all the power and you none. So when you realize that you can only be invisible if you agree to it, then you can begin to reclaim your power to be seen. It's also one of the reasons that when we lose ourselves in the process, that means we allow ourselves our power to be lost. And that is why when kasi magka-connect si number one and number two eh. That is why you are feeling that void because the power within you is trying to go out. The power for you, so you have the power to reclaim it. And if you do not listen to it, you do not listen to your discontent, you allow yourself to be invisible. The other principle is turning your relationship over to the rightful owner, which is the society. They do not belong to you. Your relationships are your legacy and the footprint you leave on the world. So everything about how you live your life impacts every relationship you have. So what matters is really the impact you make. It's yes, it comes with building the relationship, but building the relationship takes that sacrifice, takes that effort, takes that trust. And each human being you encounter then goes out into the world influenced by you in three ways. The impact that you make allows them to be empowered. Whether they are hurt, they are cheated of or cheated, they experience the empowerment from you. So take note, the relationship that you have is not really something that you have to control. You have to let it go because you are creating an impact into the world. And the fourth principle is accepting that you are a leader. Whether you like it or not, remember leadership doesn't require an official role or title. Feeling kasi natin, leader lang tayo pag may nakakabit na title sa pangalan natin. No, it's not. Leadership is about knowing that you indeed matter and have an impact on those you touch every day. It also starts with yourself. Remember, self-leadership. To believe that you don't make a difference is the same as consciously not owning not or choosing not to own your power. So as you become willingly to truly see how you affect or lead the people in your orbit, you become more and more visible to yourself and the world. And at times, leadership is not just about leading a company, leading the people in the organization, but it's really more of leading the people around you, your family, because the impact that you create with your family through your leadership will also empower them to make an impact to other people. So you have a choice to really own that power to lead. And if you're a wife, if you're a mom, it's also leading your husband. You're leading your children and making them the people that you want them to be. You are empowering them. They will also empower other people. The fifth principle is be a woman who champions other women. For the world to return to its fullest potential, we as women must come home to each other. Kaya nga, every woman needs a woman who can also support them. If a woman can support, di ba, may sinasabi sila na behind every successful man is a woman. And so is a woman. Behind every successful woman is another woman supporting them. So for this to happen, we must heal the places we have hurt each other. So you have to be able to come up with that strength and know that there are also other people supporting you. What you can do is also you can find a tribe that could help you, like what we have here in Coach A coaching community and the tribe that we are building where we can support each other. So, if for example, when other women hurt or betray us, it can feel close to impossible to extend an olive branch of forgiveness. Yet, A higher purpose, one serves the wider community, can motivate us to rise to the occasion. Remembering the needs of the world can eliminate the illusion that we have the option to hold grudges. Let go of that grudges and champion other women because that's the only way that you can make an impact and help other women also create that impact and become invincible. Sixth principle is open your arms and hearts beyond the comfort zones of your cliques. You know what cliques is? It's the environment around you. Hello, Coach Glacy. Thank you so much for joining us this lunchtime. So the culture, the religion, the race, the socioeconomic, sexual orientation, and gender identity can act as lanes of division. It can really divide us. But we can come together as one woman at a time. It might be as simple as one hello, one smile, one handshake, and one moment of open hearted curiosity at a time. Every woman has a light with which to brighten the communities that she touches. So remember, the power in you is to conquer that division because we have that power to bind. And it comes with being able to open your arms and hearts to accept the people around us. And finally, understand pain and fear as non-negotiable call for courage. The root of all invincibility is fear. Yes, because we tend to let go of things or of opportunities because we have that fear in us. We need to not look far to find evidence that taking a stand and being seen can be a threatening proposition. Takot kasi din tayo minsan to face up, to to start showing ourselves as who we are. And if you are in a family, especially if you're married and have kids, the fear na baka pag nag-stand out ako, masira yung family ko. Yun kasi yung tinuro sa atin ng society that women should only, when they are married, they have kids, they have to be submissive. They have to just stay at home or even if they're working, ganun pa rin eh. Kahit nag-work ka, andun pa din yung mentality na we have to give our all for the family and not take care of yourself or empower yourself. We have to have to be submissive. But remember, once we understand our part in agreeing to hide, we face our next invisibility hurdle. It is the dealing with the fear of being unseen. So this fear, if we give into it, it will make us part of the problem, not the solution. So as long as we dare to own our power, fear will be a recurring visitor, but as we accept fear and transform our relationship to it, we come home to our invincibility. So for us to be able to be invincible is to overcome our fears. So those are the seven principles that you can use in how you can change your life from being invisible to invincible. Remember, the power of a woman is not really being it's not really about being the feminist. Hindi yung kailangan nating lumabas sa kalye at magrally at sabihin, babae kami, we have equal rights. No, it's not. It's really the power of us to create that impact. The impact that we can transform other people's lives. So thank you so much everyone for joining me today. And as I close, I invite you back tomorrow, same time and same digital space. Do join us for another episode of Noontime Kapehan. And to bring home the cup coffee experience, connect of course with Coach Rezzhel through 0917 5861661 for your food and beverage order. You may also visit Decaf Coffee Republic inside Pioneer Center compound at Capitolio, Pasig City. So once again, I am inviting you to join us and be part of the Be Learning journey for living smarter with monthly perks. See you tomorrow and love bam boom, love bam boom, love bam boom.